Yep. Alright guys, this is 2014 Honda Elantra. A little background on it. The original owner who bought it new put 160,000 miles on it in a couple of years. He had a 130-mile round trip commute every morning. So he had the miles stacked on pretty quick. And they put up for sale. Uh, this had 160,000 miles on it when my kid bought it. They'd put new tires on it, serviced it, basically like new. Things loaded, has all the factory options. And they're selling it dirt cheap. So, of course, my kid's happy to buy it. And we bring it home, and the next day, the battery went bad. First day we owned it. No big deal. It was the original battery. 160,000 miles. No big deal. But the engine had been serviced. Oil had been changed. And everything looked good to go. Kid went to college. Comes back 9 months later for summer. And I checked the oil. And the dipstick, there's no oil left on it. Oil's gone. I go drain the oil. There's only 1.5 quarts left in the engine. Previous owner forgot to mention that it was burning oil. And of course the kid never checked it while he was in college. So I found the PCV valve was bad. I replaced that. It's still using oil. So I tried Lucas fuel additive, and that definitely lowered the amount of consumption. And then finally I decided to do an engine flush on this thing. So bought a can of Liqui Moly. Alright, so before the engine flush, I filled it up with 4 quarts of 10W30. It's a 2-liter engine. And I had them drive it for about 2,000 miles. And then, per the directions on the Liqui Moly, just stick it in there when it's warm, run it for 15 minutes at idle. Then I pulled it up and drained the oil. I got out more oil than I put in, including the Liqui Moly. Got about 5 quarts out. So I got about an extra half quart. So I'm assuming it probably melted the goo at the bottom of the pan. And I will show you the filter. I used a K&N filter. And I broke that open to, so you guys can see what carnage was inside that filter. And most people do a rinse cycle, like run the engine for 15 minutes. And I was like, yeah, I'll do a rinse cycle after the Liqui Moly, but probably for a little bit more than 15 minutes. So the kid had a road trip on Saturday, so he put 300 miles on it. I pulled it full of 4 quarts of Haviland. Used a cheap Chinese oil filter, a Loop brand, and then drained the oil again. And now I filled it up with 5W30 full synthetic and a quality oil filter. So now it's good for him again. It's all been serviced by good old dad. But yeah, I'll break open both those oil filters. And do you really need a rinse cycle? Well, I'll let you decide by looking like inside of the oil filter. Alright guys, well here we are. This is after the first flush. This is the K&N Silver PS1004 filter. Nice little filter. Came off easy. Nice silicone little drain back valve. Okay, so what do we get from the flush? Well, you can see in there, not a heck of a lot. That's I was expecting more grit and grime, but that's it. Here's the filter element. I'll take this out, show it to you in a minute. Lots of pleats, nothing real exciting in here, like no sludge, dudge, or anything. Cool spring. It's a nice little filter. I was expecting it to be much dirty. Let me give you a little sample. This is the oil that came out, if you can see. Put a little bit of it here so you can get a look at it. So this oil had 2,000 miles on it. It's 10W30. Yeah, with this amount of sludge we got out of the engine, about half a quart of sludge. Yeah, I was expecting it to be more dirty, but it looks like that stuff melted everything quite nicely. All right, but I also ran a flush through it, and we'll look at that filter too. Oh, hello guys. Now this is the rinse filter. I used 5W20 on a rinse cycle. I had 300 miles on it. And this is a Loop 9688, little cheap Chinese filter. It has a rubber gasket, lots of inlet holes. It has a sorry, yellow jacket got my face. Has a rubber anti-drainback valve, which is kind of not very springy. It works, but yeah, good thing the Hyundai doesn't need an anti-drainback valve, because yeah, I'm not sure I'm too happy with that. All right, so big question is, what's in the can? Let's take a look. What's in the can? Not much. So, was a rinse cycle really required? Well, I guess I'll let you make that distinction of your own. The manual on the Liqui Moly doesn't say anything about a rinse cycle. And if you look inside these pleats, you can see a little bit of stuff. Let's put out in the sun here. Rotate this thing. You can see it did catch some particles. I'm going to pull these filter elements out of both filters once you look at them. But the filter's pretty clean. I mean, there's no sludge, but there is some particles. But it is a cheap filter. Seemed to work well for a rinse cycle. And let's take a look at the oil. Now this is 5W20 with just 300 miles on it. Let's take a see. It's still pretty clean. When it came out, it's still pretty amber. And yeah, I'm not. It's pretty clean oil. So, up to you if you want to run a rinse cycle. It's not mentioned on the back of the bottle or on their directions, but now I know. I would have done it anyways just because, well, it did catch some particles. Alright, so the moment you've all been waiting for. 200,000 miles on this engine. Liqui Moly engine flush. And look at all this garbage. Now this is the K&N filter that I used for the flush. Now remember, it had 2,000 miles on it already with 10W30 conventional oil. Just look at all that garbage. And I mean, there's some of it's kind of hard, some of it's kind of soft. But I mean, this filter is just jam-packed. So, I mean, just look at that. I think the old Liqui Moly worked. Now, if you want to see the difference, this is the rinse filter up here. This has 300 miles on it, synthetic blend oil, and it's still caught quite a bit. So, do you need a rinse cycle? I don't know if it's really necessary. I mean, it's not recommended on the bottle. But, I guess, use this information for you. What do you think? Kind of glad I did. Kind of glad I got this crap out of there. So now I treated the car to nice ultra synthetic 5W30 full synthetic 20,000 mile protection oil. Probably won't let him put more than like 3,000 miles on it. Who knows what else is in that engine. But there you go. Does Liqui Moly work? Yeah, I think so. Looks like I cleaned a bunch of garbage out. And, okay, just to show you, this is the inside of the loop filter. This is the inside of the K&N. Alright. As always, hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.